Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Today is Friday. We are here Friday, May 29th, 2026. Just waiting for everyone to join in here today. Waiting for everyone to join in here today. We are doing it. We are doing it. All right. Waiting for everyone to come in here today. Good morning. We are here Friday, May 29th, 2026. And as you all join in here, I want to share something with you guys today that I think might help because it has helped me tremendously. And that is the power of self-talk. The power of the voice inside our head and what that has to do with how we move, how we act, what we say, the energy that we bring. I get it. Life can life. And not every day is easy. And not every day you feel great. Oftentimes, you hear my 6-month-old almost next week crying in the background. I'll make this message short and sweet. Every day is not easy. Every day brings its own host of challenges, maybe sleep deprivation, maybe overwhelm, maybe things not going quite the way that they were supposed to. Supposed to, meaning everything's always going the way that it is, which is the only way that it can go. And with that being said, when you realize that if things are the way they are, if it is as it is, then what are we saying to ourselves in the midst of the chaos? What are we saying to ourselves in the midst of the suffering? What are we saying to ourselves in the midst of the challenge? Yesterday, I had to show up and I wasn't feeling great. What did I do? I talked myself up and out of it. I said, come on, Shannon, let's go. Come on, you can do this. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. And I walked myself over to the fridge. I walked myself over to get myself some water. I walked myself over. I took step after step, and guess what? It got easier. The whole way, though, I was coaching myself. I was pumping myself up because how many of y'all know nobody is here to save us? No one is here to encourage us. We have to encourage ourselves. And on those days that it gets hard, and on those days where you don't see a possible way forward, ask yourself, what is my inner narrative right now? You don't even have to ask yourself, just take an inventory. Okay, what am I thinking? Your thoughts are either bringing you up or they're dragging you down, right? And oftentimes it's just a thought away. You're just a thought away from a new experiential reality. Sometimes you got to just coach yourself up through it. Come on, let's go. You can do this, Shannon. You can do this, Joseph. You can do this, Tam. You can do this. Because guess what? You are doing this. The reality is it's going to get done. It's the energy that we bring to it that changes our experiential reality. And not only ours, everyone else around us, right? We are only one good thought away from a new reality. You could have every disease, every illness known to man within you today. And if you choose a different feeling thought, they would all leave your body. The key is to not give any unwanted thing much to attention. When it doesn't feel good, Turn your attention someplace else. You know when you're spiraling out of control with your thoughts. Let's say your physical vessel's tired. The ego wants to say, me, I'm tired, complain, blame, all this craziness. With awareness, you can observe yourself as the observer and notice the craziness of your mind. When it doesn't feel good, turn your attention someplace else. Yesterday when I woke up and I was exhausted and I knew I had a full day ahead of me that I needed to show up for, graduations, celebrations, my 6-month-old, duties around the house. I was exhausted yesterday morning laying on the couch asking myself, how am I going to do today? How many of y'all can relate? You're laying there in bed and you're asking yourself, how am I going to do today? Well, the quality of our life determines the quality of the questions that we're asking. Ask a different question, get a different result. I said, how can I encourage myself today? Then I encouraged myself. I said, come on, Shannon, get up. Let's go. Come on. You got this. You got this. You got this. You can do this. You can do this. I'm literally saying this out loud, coaching myself through the day to get the day going. And guess what? Momentum happened. And you know the coolest part about it? I got in my car to go pick up my 5-month-old. And instead of thinking, woe is me, which is how I woke up, the state I woke up in, this is so hard, how am I going to do this? Instead, asking myself, how can I encourage myself through this? I got in my car and guess what I did? I rolled down my window. I felt the breeze on my hand to get present in the present beauty of the moment, beyond thought. And I called my mom and I asked her, what would you like from Starbucks? And I got her a Starbucks. And then I realized, oh my gosh, this isn't just about me. This is about how can I lift others up today. So then I went into Starbucks to get her coffee. And you know what I said? I said, good morning, everyone. I came in and I gave a genuine compliment to a lady that told me I transformed her day. Okay? I'm coaching myself through this. I'm getting more energy. I'm getting more activated. Now, do you see the power of that? I carried that through the entire rest of the day. Had I been, woe is me, how am I going to do this? I got to go do this. They, them, blame. I would not be able to look outside of myself to help someone else, my mom, or to say hello to the birds in the morning, or to acknowledge somebody else. When we're in the madness of our mind, you're literally so self-consumed, you can't even notice the squirrel in front of you. You can't even notice the birds chirping. You can't even notice the beauty of another being and compliment them because you're so stuck in your own muck. But today is a new day. Yesterday is done. The future hasn't come. What we have is this present moment here and now. So make a decision. How are you going to encourage yourself today through this day? Yes, when it gets hard. Yes, when you're tired. Yes, when you don't think you have enough in the tank. And how are you going to make decisions in alignment with your greatest assignment, which is for us mothers here to be an amazing mom. What decisions am I going to make in alignment with that today? Well, I'm going to drink half of my body weight in ounces of water because we are energetic beings and nobody is good if they're dehydrated. Drink some water. I'm going to feed myself with foods that actually give me fuel and energy instead of taking my fuel and energy. Okay? I'm going to listen to some positive things today. Congratulations, you both, for showing up. I always see you guys. You guys are so consistent in your progressive future. I'm so proud of you. Give yourself a pat on the back. That's amazing. So many people here are not showing up for themselves, and in life, they're not showing up for themselves. And how do you know that? It's not about judgment. It's about just noticing people are lost in thought. It's easy to do. It's easy to be and let your thoughts take over your entire days. This is what happens when you let a thought take over a day. It becomes days, and that's, moods and depressions and all of these things that will just like these unconscious thought pattern energy fields that will just take over your physical vessels. You'll get sick, all these things. You all have experienced it. You're stressed out, you get sick. Stress causes disease. Dis-ease causes disease. There's no other way. So today, ask yourself, what am I doing to move forward in a more proactive, productive future? How am I moving through this? How am I going through this? What am I doing to move forward in this? And how am I going to encourage myself today? When I tell you guys, I was like, Shannon, come on, get up. I don't say that lightly. I literally told myself, Shannon, come on, get up. You might have to say, come on, get up. Yes, you can do it. Walk to the fridge, get your water, drink some water. Okay, get dressed. I can do this. I can do this. I have clothes to wear. What a gift. I can dress myself. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We got sun outside. You got an air conditioned or a heat controlled space. All right, we got family. We got friends. We got this. We got hams, yams, tomatoes. Lord, that is the posture that I want you all to take today, because guess what? You can take it today. You are just one thought away from a different experiential reality. Only one good thought away. So today, you might have woken up with a heaviness upon you. You might have a day that feels so heavy you don't even know how you're going to get through it. Number one, look up. You got God. He's going to get you through it. He's going to see you through it, and He will move you through this day. Okay. Number two, ask yourself, how can you encourage yourself today? And that might mean talking out loud. So many people are in their head negative, and if you listen to what they were saying to their head, they'd be sent off to a mental asylum. So yes, I'm going to speak some positive words out loud, because guess what? That's better than the alternative. If you let the madness of your mind run your day, you are literally tranced. So yeah, encourage yourself out loud today. Say, I got this. We're doing this. Okay. Yes. We're doing this. We can do this. We're doing it. Let's go. And it will transform it. And I gave you guys that example this morning of yesterday, how when I started talking to myself, I started speaking life into others as well, right? I called my mom. I thanked her for being her, right? I then asked her what she wanted from Starbucks. I then went into Starbucks, gave compliments around Starbucks, got in the car, waved to the person next to me. And this isn't out of like, oh, I'm so happy. It's what happens when all of the BS out of your mind falls away. You're nothing but presence, love, joy, peace, gratitude, all of the things that you already are. You already are beyond thought. The thought of the madness of the mind will have you intoxicated in the negativity, intoxicated in conserving energy, which is what our bodies want to do. They just want to sit around and conserve energy, evolutionary. It is hard to get up and get shit done. Excuse my language. It is hard to go to the gym and push our bodies physically, but we know that that's good for us. They say, easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. Today, I'm encouraging you all to make some hard choices for an easier tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to come, God willing, right? We have this present moment now, so what decisions are we going to make today that are in alignment to our greatest assignment? And you know what that is for you. I can't tell you what your alignment to your greatest assignment is, but I know that you all have passions, projects, strengths, aptitudes, creative expressions. You all are so blessed beyond measure. How are you going to activate that today? How are you going to make decisions in alignment with that greater assignment? And if you don't know what your assignment is right now, just ask God or look up. It will be made evident to you. Some days, my assignment is to fold a load of laundry and make a couple phone calls to check in on my loved ones, take care of my 6-month-old. You know what? That's my assignment. But the mind might be saying, oh no, that's not enough. You need to do more. You're not doing enough. Nah, I'm not listening to that voice today. I know that I'm in alignment with my assignment. How do I know? I'm doing it. And how do I know? I'm doing it with an attitude of gratitude. An attitude of gratitude, yes. On the days that it's hard, I try my hardest. And what you realize is that your energy affects everyone around you. You know this, we know this from a scientific standpoint and from an energetic standpoint and from a knowing, a feeling. You know that your energy affects your kids, your energy affects the people around you, your energy infects and infects everyone. So what energy are you bringing today? Because it's not often what you say, it can be what you say, but leadership, you all are leaders on this call, leadership isn't what you say often, it's the energy you bring. Well, the energy you bring is coming in from your inner narrative. What are you telling yourself about the experience? If you say it sucks, guess what? It's going to suck. If you say it's great, okay, it's going to be great. You know, you heard that quote, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. Why? Because a belief is an inner narrative that you cling to. And when you cling to that inner narrative, good or bad, happy or sad, that's what you experience. Nothing less, nothing more. It's quite simple. It's really quite simple. We know this, right? Please, I know y'all, like, please tell me this isn't the first time you've heard this. You know these things, right? Common sense, though, is not common practice. So we need to remember, we get to remember these things. Encourage yourself today. Speak it out loud. When you're at the gym and you don't know, or you're moving outside and you don't feel like it, say, come on, we can do this step by step, inch by inch. It is a cinch. Yard by yard, doing it hard, mile by mile with a smile. With a smile. And that's another thing, smile. You know, they say, you know, if you stand up right now, wherever you are listening to me, if you put your shoulders back, open your heart, and smile right now. Just a smile. It doesn't need to be fake. It doesn't need to be inauthentic. Just smile. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be okay. Day by day, inch by inch. It's a cinch. And guess what? Y'all are here, which tells me you've done it before. You've done hard before. And guess what? You can do it again. I believe in you. I need you to believe in you. I need you to believe in you today. What does that look like? Well, you know what that looks like. You believing in you. It looks like you talking to yourself like you would your best friend. It looks like you feeding your body the way that you would somebody that you care for. It means going out, taking a walk around the block if you need to do that. What does taking care of you look like today? Maybe it means going to get a massage. Maybe it means taking 5 minutes out in nature just to breathe. We got 24 hours in a day. What decisions are you making along the way? Because the decisions today will determine your experiential reality tomorrow. Energy is carried through. You're either investing in it or it's draining you. I encourage you, if you're listening to this right now, congratulations, you have the power. You have the power to invest in yourself today. You have the power to change your ship. You have the power to make a new decision for a new direction into a new destiny. Yes, you do. But how? But this, but that. I get it. Na, 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 na. I'm not saying that life isn't complicated at times. I'm not saying that this doesn't feel heavy at times. I'm not saying that this is going to be a walk in the park at times. I'm saying bring awareness to your thoughts around the thing. Bring your awareness around the thoughts, the drama of the mind that will literally carry you offshore and away. Reground, regroup, recalibrate, reignite, and rethink what's possible for you in this moment, in this day. And don't think about it too hard. Another thing that you can do is just be. Take some time to clear the mind and just be. Allow the thoughts to just be. Allow the chatter of the mind. Well, I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I should have said this, and I could have. Oh my gosh, you're out of the present moment. And most people live their days in this mania. of the mind, thinking that they're their thoughts. How do you know you are not your thoughts? There's a couple ways to know you're not your thoughts. My favorite way to teach, if you've been on this call, let's address the stress. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I talk about it. How do you know you're not your thoughts? How do you know you are not your thoughts? I mean the thoughts that are happening in your mind right now. The thoughts that we are attached to. The unconscious thoughts that run our lives. How do you know that that is not quote unquote you? This idea, I'm hitting my body, this form identity, Shannon. How do I know I'm not my thoughts? When I go to sleep at night and I rest my head and I'm actually in sleeping, there are no problems. Not a single problem exists. And I encourage you to realize that not a single problem exists in this present moment either. Beyond the thoughts. Is there a problem in this present moment? No. But when I give you guys the example of going to sleep at night and the mind quiets and there's no problems, what happens when you wake up the next day? When you quote unquote wake up, all the thoughts come rushing in. I could have done this yesterday. I have to do this today. 10 minutes ago, you were just sleeping. None of this was an issue. Now, all of a sudden, all this stuff is an issue. But you might say, well, I have to live life, okay? From a practical level. But how often are you living the life of your mind? The most abusive relationship people are in are the ones with their toxic thoughts, thinking that that's them. They're mean to themselves, calling themselves fat, ugly. I can't do this. You're a piece of crap. I should have done this, you dumb idiot. This is going on in people's minds. How do you know? Because they're speaking it. Whenever I hear somebody say, gosh, I'm such an idiot, I'm like, wait, what did you just say? You're not an idiot. You might think that you're an idiot, but guess what? When you think you're an idiot, now you've got a toxic relationship with yourself. Nobody's going to call somebody that they love an idiot. You're going to be loving, all right? So this is what I'm talking about with awareness around our thoughts, and I get it. It's not an overday fix. This stuff takes a massive awareness. But through awareness, you can start to get a grip. Through awareness, you can start to change your direction, mamas. I'm so freaking passionate about this. Your thoughts are running your life. What direction do you want to go into? How do you want to experience life? Do you want to be a giver? If every one of you all still listening to me, and you might think I'm crazy, I encourage you to test this stuff for yourself. Don't trust me, test it. Notice your inner world running your entire life. Gratitude, joy, love, peace, presence, all of that is ours at birthright. When we were born into this world, you can see it in the joy of our kids. There are no problems, nothing but immense presence and peace. That has never left us. What's come into our life is the society that we live in of comparison, comparing ourselves to other people, what they've done, what they're doing, guilt, judgment, the need to be perfect. All of this stuff that maybe was programmed by our parents when we were kids, this not enoughness, none of that stuff is real. It feels real. You are complete and whole and perfect as you are. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to find. There's nothing to correct. But the mind will have you believe so. And then when you're in that state of stress, how are you reacting? You tense up. How are you reacting? You're closed off. How are you reacting? You can't even ask somebody else how they're doing genuinely without you worried about how you're doing. How do you react? Not in alignment with love, because you're lost in your head. You're lost in this woe is me. It's not woe is me, it's wow is me. I talked about it. It's not impossible. It's I'm possible. I''am possible. Yes, you. Yes, you are. Yes, you are possible. Claim it. Believe it. speak it, live it. Claim it, speak it, believe it, live it. Think it, feel it, act it, have it. Think it, feel it, act it, have it. Think, feel, act, have. You guys got this. You're doing this. Speak encouragement into your life. Speak encouragement into the lives of those around you and watch your experiential reality change. Yes, when it's hard. Yes, when it feels impossible. Yes, when it seems to be no other way. And lighten up and loosen up. Bring humor into the day. Listen to something funny. Turn on a music, a song that you like. Connect to nature. Breathe. I want to talk to you guys about breathing today because, breathing here in Let's Address the Stress is a big part of what I talk about to regulate the nervous system back to a normal state. When we breathe, take a breath right now. I encourage you all to, if you'd like. That is what you call a chest breath, meaning my chest rises and my chest falls. That's one way to breathe, but I encourage you all to take on a different way of breathing today, and that is called belly breathing. Belly breathing, and that is diaphragmic breathing. You might have already heard of this, and that is breathing from the area of your diaphragm, where your diaphragm around your stomach area. When you breathe, it feels like a red, beautiful balloon, and then when you exhale, that balloon goes down. And so you're breathing from your diaphragm, which is where the nervous system actually gets calm. The chest breath is great. It feels good. But I encourage you all to hold your stomach right now, wherever you are. Hold your diaphragm area. And I encourage, if you would like, to take a deep breath with us. 1, 2, deep breath in. And picture a balloon filling up. And then when you exhale, that balloon goes down. And when you breathe, your diaphragm, it goes out. And then when you exhale, it goes in. That is called diaphragmic belly breathing. And I encourage you all to try that today as well. As you go throughout the day with these stresses and messes, dramas, and all of the things that we have, realize that it is a thought issue. It's never the issue itself. All your problems are on the other side of a good feeling. And what does a good feeling come from? A good thought. Good thought. Good thoughts today. Make sure to encourage yourself today. And ultimately, know that God's got you through this, right? He's our ultimate provider for everything in life. And so He's got you. And I've got you. I'm going to continue showing up here as long as I can. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, same time, with Let's Address the Stress. And so as we close out this session for today, I encourage you all to take a breath, bring awareness to the breath. The breath is happening all day long. In this exercise, I want you to remember that you are breathing and that you can return to that at any moment. So wherever you are right now, as you are, you could be walking, driving, sitting, standing, laying. Allow yourself to be as you are, where you are. Maybe wiggle your toes, maybe wiggle your fingers, maybe do a couple head rotations. And today we're going to take a diaphragmic belly breath in and out. All right. Deep breath in. Feel that balloon expand in your diaphragm. Out. The balloon goes out. Deep breath in. Hold. Deep breath out. The balloon going down. And just like that, you all can return to this present moment, which is the only moment that we have. And I look forward to speaking to you guys on Monday, same time. Until next time, remember to encourage yourself. Yes, out loud if you have to, if you get to. And Make it a great day. I look forward to talking to you guys on Monday. Until next time, much love. Be well. Bye for now.